Imagine being completely alone, drifting across the Atlantic Ocean, with no land, no rescue, and almost no food. This isn't a movie. It's the true story of Steven Callahan, a man who survived 76 days alone at sea. On January 29, 1982, Steven Callahan was sailing alone across the Atlantic Ocean when disaster struck. For days, the voyage was peaceful. Then, in the darkness of the night, everything changed. Without warning, a powerful storm slammed into his small sailboat, tossing it through massive waves in the middle of the Atlantic. Then came the moment that changed everything. The boat began taking on water, and within minutes, Steven realized it was sinking. With only minutes to act, Steven grabbed what supplies he could and climbed into a small inflatable life raft as his boat disappeared beneath the waves. By sunrise, Steven was completely alone in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean, floating thousands of miles from help. As the sun rose higher, Steven began taking inventory of everything he had managed to save from the sinking boat. The situation quickly became terrifying. He had only a small amount of food, very little fresh water, and no way to call for help. If he wanted to survive, every drop of water, every scrap of food, and every decision would matter. Within days, hunger became a constant companion. Steven would need to learn how to catch fish if he wanted any chance of surviving. Fresh water was even more important than food. Every rainfall became a chance to collect enough water to stay alive. But Steven wasn't alone out there. Sharks often circled beneath the raft, a constant reminder of how vulnerable he truly was. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. The endless horizon never changed. Despite exhaustion, hunger, and isolation, Steven refused to give up. Every sunrise meant another chance to survive. Then one day, after weeks alone at sea, Steven spotted something on the horizon. A ship. He waved. He shouted. He did everything he could to get their attention. But the ship never saw him. It wouldn't be the last time. Several ships would pass within sight of the raft, never knowing he was there. Then on the 76th day, everything finally changed. Fishermen spotted the raft and pulled Steven Callahan aboard. Against incredible odds, he had survived. After 76 days adrift in the Atlantic Ocean, Steven Callahan returned home with a story that would inspire millions. His survival remains one of the greatest stories of endurance, resilience, and the human will to survive ever recorded. Steven Callahan's incredible story continues to inspire people around the world. He survived 76 days in the Atlantic Ocean. His journey remains one of history's greatest survival stories,